I use Patricia for both my seller's agent and my buying agent. She was very efficient. What I really liked about her as a seller's agent is she kept me completely informed, and she advised me as far as how the market is. She's obviously an expert at the real estate market, and that's what I wanted. I wanted someone who knew what they were doing and kind of guided me. She staged the house very well, stuff I never would have thought of before. And she sold the house. And compared to the other agent I had had before, it was like night and day. She was really enthusiastic and highly informed, and really kind of guided us, and I can't tell you enough how good she was as far as that goes. And again, she sold the house, and she really fought for the best deal we could get. As a buyer's agent, call her the bulldog, because she really is an advocate. I mean, it's like she's spending her own money. She really provided so much service and did all the details, stuff that you don't want to have to deal with, and that was what I really appreciated more than anything. And the fact that she worked so hard, as if I was her only client, as if she was using her own money to buy this place. So I really couldn't think. I've had other agents before, and it was nothing like how good Patricia was as far as an agent. The fact that she was on the phone, you know, any problem that came up, she took care of it. Most of the time she took care of it before I even knew about it. And so I can't say, I can't give enough praise for how great of an agent she was. I recommend her to everybody I know. I would totally use her again in an instant. She's the best.
Hi, my name is Steve Geiger, and I just want to talk a little bit about the service I got from Dave and Patricia. The first thing is they came in and took over my home. I had a rough time with the first realtor, and we weren't getting a lot of good progress and a lot of good service. And they came in and did a wonderful job taking pictures and showing the home and setting it up so that it had a real feel to it, a nice and neat look. And within about 4 months, we had the home sold in a very tough market and time. And then once that process went through, which was very positive experience, by the way. Patricia really bent over backwards making sure that everything was being taken care of, all the details, all the T's crossed and I's dotted. And then Patricia started working with me. I'm looking for my own place now, and took out the time. Her and Dave both took me out in a couple of days, and we just spent the days looking. And then when we found the place that I was most interested in, she did an excellent job getting the bid right where I needed it to be to do the things that I wanted to do. And then because this was a little different type of sale, she probably ended up spending a lot more time than she should as a as a buyer's agent. And but she made sure that everything went through and that there were no issues and no problems. So I'm thrilled with the Turbo service that I got from Dave and Patricia.
I would really like to make one of those testimonial videos that talks about how amazing Patty and Dave are and the whole positive experience we had as dealing with them as realtors.
Yes, especially with the selling strategies they provided at our house. I mean, they provided the staging, professional photography, also the setting the right price.
Definitely. And I want to mention the fact that we went into escrow within a week of our first open house, and in fact, remember our first open house? We had multiple offers on that first day.
Not only that, our house was sold within a week for over asking price.
Good point. I definitely want to put in there something about their communication. Awesome communication. Always responded to texts. Always got back to our emails. No problems with that at all. Excellent communication.
And patient, because they were stuck with us for 2 years
True.
in order to go for us to get our dream home. They were so patient with us. They took it to multiple houses, and they just were really patient with us.
True. Last thing, write this down. Recommendations. I want to put in there that we've recommended them to so many people, families, friends. Everyone has had really positive experience with them as professionals. So sounds like fun. We'll start with an introduction, something like, "Hi, I'm David,
And I'm Elvira.
Cool. All right. I'll get the camera. You get the tripod. Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Cool.
I'm very pleased to be able to share my experience with Patricia and Dave. I've had the pleasure of working with them for the past 5 years and have found them to be extremely professional in everything they do, very knowledgeable, and always give their client 150%. They go the extra mile, providing amazing service, both in preparing the listings to sell, in marketing them, and then in the negotiations in order to get them sold, and the most important part, to be able to successfully close escrow. So many details are involved in the transaction that it's a pleasure to work with somebody who leaves no stone unturned and constantly exceeds their customers' expectations.